YouTube, what is up? We are back and we are finally waking up. You know those days where you just like, you're lethargic all fucking day. I think my sleep's been good, diet's been phenomenal. I really think the body's just trying to recover from this current phase we're in as we've been sending it, but it's been taking a while for the brain to get rolling and the body to get rolling. And all day I felt like I wanted to jump off something, so we started today's workout jumping off something, and now we're a little bit more alive, a little bit more awake. And if you do need a little hack, depth drops are one of the best ways to wake up your athletes. If we're not talking games or psychologically, but just to wake up the body and wake up yourself, do a little high depth drop. Head ball throws are the same way. Rapid line hops are very similar. Anything that gets the twitch going, gets you fired up, feels like you're smashing or breaking something, gets the aggression going. And it's a little tip for those days when you feel like a bum. But now that we're awake, today should be a solid day. Hopefully we can get after it today. We got some double broad jumps, trying to beat our record from 2 weeks ago. Some cleans, some pause squats, and a little back work. Should be pretty sickening. Let's get after it. Let's go. All right, so I was saying the body wasn't feeling good, but I thought we could pull it out of our ass. But these first couple jumps have not been great. We got this double broad jump here. The goal is 20 feet. My old PR is 19.4. We've jumped about 18 feet about 12 times in a row. So hopefully we can turn up with the camera on here. Cone's at 20. Flag is at where we have jumped so far. We got a little distance to cover. Let's get it. Oh, there we go. Come on. 18.9. That's a good start. Counting where that foot was. 19.2. We're taking that as a win. We got one more here. Let's go. Give me a 19.5 at least. Give me 1 inch. Ah! Damn. Right at the 19.2, but those are still almost like a foot further than all the warm-up jumps. I think that's a good little hack for your athletes, is to put something on the line. Make gambling and training legal again. And all you got to do with athletes, turn on the camera, put an ISO up for wager, put 2 athletes up against each other, and tell them the loser of that battle has a 2-minute ISO against the wall. Or we also like doing alpha points, where we pick one movement challenge of the day, and the winner of that movement challenge, whatever that movement challenge is for that day, gets a point, and they get to write their name up on the board and add how many points up they got, and they get to compete against each other that way. We haven't found a way to really cash in those points for anything yet, but eventually I will figure out the best way to do that. It just shows a psychological input to the physiological side of things. It's physiologically taxing to do things. If you don't have a reason to do them, your body's not gonna wanna do them because it costs something to do them, whether it's the pain of landing on your ass or from landing harder than you would land if you were doing just a normal one without the competition. But there's a cost involved there, and for that cost there needs to be a reward. And trying to find a way to hack the rewards is the job of a coach, and I think there's super simple ways to do it. For me, it's turning on a camera and not wanting to look like a total idiot, although we didn't hit 20 feet again, which makes me want to kill myself. But for athletes, all you got to do is put them up against each other, put something on the line, and I bet you get jumps that are a foot farther than you did before. So after that failure, let's get to some cleans here. All right, now we got some cleans. Back's feeling a little bit from those deadlifts yesterday, but we're still gonna rip. We got 3 sets of 3 at 295. Should be a pretty challenging weight for 9 reps. So let's get it, let's go. Oh, sloppy. Ah, god damn, that was heavy. 2 more sets there, holy shit. All right, before this set, to buy ourselves some another time, I got asked this question again. I kind of get asked this question a lot. I've answered it on YouTube before, but asked the question about posting on social media and how to grow your social media platform. You grow your social media platform in the same way you grow your clean, same way you grow your snatch, the same way you grow your squats, by fucking doing it. So many people think there's just like this magic hack. The same exact people that make fun of people trying to have magic hacks in fitness and trying to take shortcuts in fitness, these same hardos that are like, just fucking grind. You just gotta keep putting in work. You just have to keep getting better at it. You just have to keep showing up. The same people that say that think it's like some magic random hack for social media and that everybody's just getting lucky on social media. It's like social media is the same exact thing. If you wanna get better at it, just like if you wanted to get better at a squat, you would get underneath the bar, you gotta start posting and you gotta start doing it. It's the only way you're gonna learn how to get better at it. It's the only way, and not only is the only way you're gonna learn how to get better at it, it's the only way that you're actually gonna grow a following is by posting. No amount of YouTube videos, no amount of questioning this or mastermind courses is gonna teach you any of that. You just gotta start posting. You're gonna suck at it in the same way that your athletes suck at squatting the first time they squat, and then eventually you're gonna get better. And getting better could mean going from 10 likes to 20 likes, just like athletes go from squatting the bar to squatting 25s. Getting better at something doesn't mean you become a 500-pound squatter in 2 months. That takes 10 years, and social media is no different. And it's the same exact as genetic components in lifting, where some athletes get better at it quicker than others. Some people are better at social media, have a better personality than others. And they could go from a barbell to squatting 315 pounds in 3 weeks, just like some freak athletes go. And if you're one of those people, that's amazing. And still the answer is continue to post and continue to do what you do. But most likely you're not one of those people, and it's gonna take you a long time to learn how to squat 315 pounds. In the same way it's gonna take you a long time to learn how to get 5,000 followers or 10,000 followers. It's just a reps game, and you gotta show up to do it. You gotta start posting. If you're not posting, I cannot help you with social media. And so many of these coaches that ask this question, I go to their page, they have 4 posts that have nothing to do with their business. And it's like, you're asking how to squat 500 pounds and you've never squatted the barbell. It's a silly question that is not gonna help you or me do anything, all right? So let's get the second set here, let's go. Let's go. Maybe it's just my mental weakness, but there is nothing that destroys me more than trying to do like a above average clean weight, like an above like 90% clean weight, where you're not shooting for a PR, so you don't have like that motivational factor, but it's not light enough to just rip up and power, especially on a shit day like today where the body's just not cooking. Bringing that to like reward versus cost, like it just fucking hurts to do, and you don't get the cookie of PRing. So I know these triples are gonna do me good in the long run. It's the only thing keeping me going, but oh my God, am I mentally weak when it comes to hitting these heavy triples on these cleans the last couple weeks. I need a cookie soon. Let's go. Let's go, let's get to some squats. All right, now we got 3 sets of 5 here on these pause back squats. We got a little sketchy band set up, just using the bands to give myself a little bit different stimulus today and make these squats a little more interesting. Let's rip them. Let's go. Squats are moving pretty good. Before we rip the second set here, we added 15 pounds on each side. I got asked a question from a first-time strength coach, his thoughts on becoming a high school strength coach, and if that's gonna trap him in any mold. And truthfully, I think every single strength coach should be a high school strength coach at one time. There is really not a job that is gonna make you better at strength conditioning than coaching high schoolers. In the same room, you can have a kid that literally cannot walk in a straight line without tripping on his 2 feet and a Division I college athlete. And you have to learn how to manage that wide variety of athletes to get the most out of those athletes when it's one coach and sometimes 50 to 100 athletes in at one time. The adaptability that teaches you, and just the real life experience it gives you, I really do believe is next to none. And that's not even to mention the impact you can have on those kids' lives. Like, there's no strength coach in my life that has had a bigger impact on my life than my high school strength coach, Coach Herm. That set my foundation of movement up and set my foundation of strength up to be able to do what I do today, because he took the time to invest in me when I was like 14 years old and I had no idea what to do, right? Like, there's no time period in an athlete's life that you can have a bigger impact on their training potential and their athletic career, and not even just athletic career, but their movement career. For a high school kid that doesn't want to end up being an athlete in college or professionally, you're still gonna have to move, and you still have to have some sort of movement literacy and just relationship with movement and relationship with the gym. And a lot of that is dictated off your first experiences in the gym and the first training philosophies and first training programs you are exposed to. And a bad coach there can ruin movement for an athlete or make an athlete neurotic for the rest of their lives, really. And I really don't believe high school strength coaches are like respected enough in that sense, and it's so stupid. Like, the coaches everybody looks up to are working with these high level Ferrari athletes that you can literally do anything with. and get results with and win games. And you can have some of the dumbest programming. I'm not saying these coaches have the dumbest programming, but you can literally have the dumbest programming in the world and those athletes are gonna get results. I always talk about this, how when I became a Division I strength coach, it was the easiest job in my entire life because I would program something and on day one, they would get something that it took 3 weeks for a Division III athlete to learn. And they would do it at outputs that were just next to none. And it's not even to mention the absolute genetic freaks in that category that were born with wrists the size of my calves. And I'm gonna claim that athlete's 405 bench press when he is literally a mutant. So if you can get over the ego hit of being a high school strength coach, and probably most of it's the pay as well, although some of the high school strength coaching jobs pay a lot more than the college jobs that most coaches are able to get anyways, I think it's one of the best gigs that you can have out there. And one of the most rewarding as a coach to have. And when I retire, it's probably what I'm gonna go end up doing, coach a gym class in high school and coach strength conditioning in high school, just because I do believe it has such a massive impact on people's lives. So don't worry about all the other bullshit coaches are telling you, or all these big dreams that you wanna go do. You can still go do those. I think coaching high school athletes is just gonna allow you to do it at a much better level and relate to different levels of athletes. And it's just gonna make you a much better coach than not doing it is. And getting that real hands-on experience with that amount of athletes is really priceless. So if you got an opportunity to do it, absolutely do it. Let's go. Let's hit this next set. God dang it. Let's go. One more set. Woo. So I know I mentioned I added these bands to make the squats more interesting for me, which is true, but also if you're gonna do band and chain work, I think it's much more beneficial to do it from a starting or from a stop-start position, so either pin squats or pulls, or pause variations where you kill the momentum. It's not a massive difference, but when I'm programming bands and chains, I think if we're gonna work on really accelerating the bar from the start, I think it's the best time to use those bands and chains to really force you to accelerate through. My setup is a little sketchy here just because I was super fucking lazy and didn't want to bring out dumbbells, so I'm pretty close to the rack, and that's why I ran into the rack last time. So I'm gonna take one more step forward without it yanking me back. If I take too many steps forward, it just yanks me back into the bar because the bands are pulling me back, but we should be able to handle this pretty easily. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. We got some snatch deadlifts, back extensions, and pull-ups. Holy fuck. That's our little back attack to finish today. I'll record one set of each, the final set of each, because we got 4 sets of 5, and you guys don't need to watch 20 reps of each of those. Let's get it. Let's finish it strong. All right, we're on this final series of this back attack, and my back is amply attacked. 4 sets of 5, I had 255 of these snatches, a little over 100% of my top snatch. 4 sets of 5 of those pull-ups, 4 sets of 8 of those GHRs, back extensions. We are pumped up. Luckily, I had an orange and a Greek yogurt after those squats, and it's got me back alive and fueled up. Again, I think one thing I've done a much better job of, just nutritionally in general, but intra-workout snacks, like actual good snacks. If you got a long, hard workout, there's nothing better than just having some simple sugars like an orange, kiwi, or your favorite kind of fruit. If you really want to go full meathead, I don't really recommend this, but you can hit some candy during the workouts. If you're going to do candy in your day, I've been cleaning it up, so I'm not doing that. But there's really nothing that gives you that like second gear after the first part of your workout's done, especially on, again, a hard day, and allows you to finish up that workout better than just a little bit of intra-workout nutrition. It's something I think athletes can do a lot better job with. So let's get this 4th set here. Let's go. Let's go. Get to some pull-ups here. All right, we got our 4th set of these pull-ups here. Girlfriend just sent a text that she's gonna go work out so she doesn't kill herself. And it made me laugh because working out is what's making me wanna kill myself right now. My back is absolutely annihilated right now. Let's finish these up here. Let's go. Finish up with some back extensions and we're out of here. All right, now we're gonna finish up with these final set of back extensions here. Going for our first 3-plate back extension. Let's see how it feels. Let's go. Ooh, yeah, that was a fucking smoker. Hammies are on fire, back's on fire. That's a good freaking day. That's gonna build up into something big here. I appreciate you guys watching. Keep chopping the wood.